はい、hi everyone. Afraid to say this is the last session of Try Swift. Thank you for sharing last 5 minutes for listening to this lightning talk. I am Kaoru Tachibana, a freelance iOS engineer. I am living in Tokyo and currently working with these two applications. One is Japan Taxi, and this is an application for calling a taxi. If you are new to Japan, please try it. You can call a taxi by this application, and this is cheaper than Uber. And the next is locally. This is a media application for girls. And if you like sweet things, please check it. And a book I took part in will be published on April. But sorry, this is only in Japanese, so if you read Japanese, please check it. And today, I would like to talk about climbing. There are many kinds of climbing: bouldering, lead climbing, top rope climbing, and others. And particularly, I will talk about bouldering today. Bouldering is the climbing sport that people climb without any tool, such as a rope or something. Sometimes we climb artificial wall, but other times we climb large rocks in mountains. Let me explain about the rule of bouldering. You can see a lot of colorful rocks in the wall. It is called hold. And you can climb with this hold. Each course has several selected holds marked with same color tape. First, you have put your hands on the starting hold. And this is the starting position. And after that, you will climb using a selected marked hold. It is considered that you have completed a passage when you can put both hands onto the goal hold. This is very simple rule, so everyone can understand it easily. And bouldering has been approved for the Olympics of 2020 Tokyo. So it is very popular in Tokyo, and the number of bouldering gyms is increasing rapidly. We have many bouldering gyms around here. And there are 3 reasons I recommend the bouldering, especially to Swift engineers. First, please remember the time you were in high school. Maybe you attended the basketball match in physical education like this. How did you feel in the match? Were you thinking, please do not pass the ball to me, please? And I was always thinking that. I am so bad at sports. As you know, in the team sports, it is happy when team member is about in the same level. So I hated taking physical education class among all classes. But when I started bouldering, it was different. In bouldering, there are various level courses in one wall. So if you are a beginner, you can climb the beginner course. And if you are an expert, you can climb high-level course. Don't worry if you are not good at sports. Beginners and experts can together climb on the same wall. Bouldering is enjoyable for beginners and experts together. This is the first reason. And next, let's consider when we cannot climb. People have different talents. in bouldering, the following skills are effective for climbing. People who are flexible, people who have strong muscle, people who can jump high, and people who have a strong balancing power. We have to consider solutions within our own skills. Other people's solution cannot always used in the same way. When I come up with my own solution considering my own skills, it's the most interesting and exciting time of bouldering. So, we have to make our own solution for the wall. This is the second reason. And bouldering is the sport the player can do all by himself or herself. If you want to practice, you can climb alone. But you can go to the gym in a group. You can compete and give advice each other. Bouldering is fun both in a group and by myself. This is the third reason. Let's see the reasons again. Isn't this same for Swift? Swift is enjoyable for beginners and experts together. Anyone can contribute to a solution regardless of their level to Swift. And in these past 2 days, we have heard many great ideas and information about Swift. But they may not be adapted to our project in the same way. Because we have different technical limitations, resource limitations, and schedule limitations. The limitations and conditions are different each situation. We have to make our own solution. The most exciting and interesting point of programming is to make our own solution according to different situations. And sometimes we have to code in the dark office or alone at home. Devoting yourself into coding is interesting, but sometimes lonely. And often we met troubles. Sometimes Stack Overflow helps us, but sometimes not. And sometimes Xcode quit unexpectedly. As Niwatako-san talked in the last session, we have to deal with Apple's bag. But we can share our suffering experiences, our trials, like we do in bouldering. So, please share your suffering experience, your own ideas, and your own solutions to us and to the world. So, if you love Swift, you will love bouldering. Do challenge yourself and climb the wall. Thank you.